Hey, no intro today because there's no modders. Instead, you're just stuck with me and Timothy. Hello, Tim.
Hello, Mikey. How you doing?
I'm alright, buddy. It feels very weird not having an intro at the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. It's normally like my kind of musical reminder
Yeah,
to like stop eating paint and stuff.
yeah. Well, we both sort of we both went to mute the microphones and everything, didn't we? For a
Yeah,
while.
yeah. How's the weekend?
Um, busy. I've been doing a lot of thinking about channel this weekend.
Hmm.
Thinking about direction we go in and what I need to do and changes I need to make over the next 12 months and things to help to keep the channel growing and obviously stay on air.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I've had to come up with some new rules because of recent events, which I won't go into, but Tim's aware of. Um, so we have some new rules, and they are going to be strictly enforced. And I can, if people want me to, I can explain why I need to start enforcing things. But yeah, so basically, the first one is politics and religion, keeping that out of the stream completely from now on. It's not about shutting down opinions. It's just that political topics can get heated quickly, and the space is meant to be a break from all of that crap. Um, no singing or music. That's just because of copyright stuff, and I've got to protect it. Um, let's keep things friendly and respectful. We're here to build models, chat, and enjoy each other's company. Keeping the atmosphere light and supportive helps everyone feel welcome. I think so.
Hmm.
Um, if things start getting a little bit going a little bit too far or discussions getting a little bit out of control, um, I'm going to have to start stepping in so that people don't start getting emotional and start getting all upset and things like that. Just to make sure it stays nice and calm for everyone, because that's what we want. We don't want an angsty place. The world's enough of that. This is supposed to be an escape from all that crap. And the moderator, Tiff, from now on, she's going to be. I've written her a set of proper channel guidelines, moderated guidelines that she works to. Um, she's when she makes a decision from now on in regards to timing people out, or which doesn't happen very often, or putting people into the background for breaking the rules, stuff like that. She's acting with my permission, and her word is final. Any
Yeah.
problems, then you see me. You don't give her shit. Not that any of you would, because you all know better, because you're all adults. Um, yeah. So why this matters is because the channel's monetized, I do have to follow certain rules and laws, especially in the UK. And if I don't, and we break those rules and laws, then not only could I lose the channel, and obviously you guys lose your live streams, I could actually get fined or in the worst case scenario locked up and things like that. And we don't want that. And I'm certainly not prepared to put my family at risk just because
Yeah.
people want to say stupid things and push boundaries. Um, and most
Yeah.
importantly, I want to look after the community we've got as well, because we've got people in here, that come in every single day. We've got people who are housebound. We've got people who, don't see anyone for months on end, other than this stream or YouTube. And I want to protect that. I don't want to take that. I don't want people to risk losing that just because we can't behave ourselves. So hopefully,
Yeah.
everyone can respect all this and stick to it.
Yeah. Mikey had written a really good, like, concise message, sort of outlining all this, and yeah, it's all rock solid. It's just a bit of a recalibration and stuff, making sure that we're not straying into that kind of muck where people can get riled up and feel like they got to defend stuff or attack stuff and all that. Like
Yeah,
like you're saying, you've got a really good community here on this channel and stuff, and I'm sure what most people keep coming back for is just the laughs and the hobby and
yeah,
stuff like that. So yeah, especially with with your channel growing and stuff like that, it's good to just have that fit and adjust and recalibrate, because you never know, as you reach out more and more people, you're going to have more and more opinions and stuff like that. So you got to kind of just narrow that scope a little bit. But
whilst we're sort of still in the early stages, get it nailed down. And
it was really good, like what you put out and stuff, and everyone is getting behind that. So yeah,
good. And of course, I mean, the other thing as well that I don't mention, I mean, I've mentioned it to the guys on the panel behind the scenes stuff, but what a lot of people don't realize, especially in the UK, is that being a content creator on YouTube or owning a YouTube channel, once it's monetized, it is classed as a job. Because obviously, 2 seconds. So obviously it is a job. And because of that, it comes with certain legal responsibilities and things like that. So, for instance, I have a duty of care towards Tim and the other panelists if anything happens and it causes them, to get really upset or have really dark thoughts or anything. I'm responsible for that. Now, even if it's somebody else that does it, as far as the law is concerned, contractually, legally, morally, I'm responsible for that, and I'm responsible for everything that happens on this channel. And because of that, I need to start taking care of everyone and making sure we don't, stray into realms where people are starting to get hurt or anything like that. Yeah, there you go. And on with the show.
That's the admin out of the way.
Yeah. So now we'll get on with the chat. Because there's only 2 of us anyway. Go on, Tim.
Good morning, folks. Hope you had a great weekend. Please don't forget to hit that like button on your way in. Thank you.
In case you haven't noticed, banter is okay. Just stay away from the specific topics. JT says, good morning to everyone. We survived the snowstorm here. Got involved in a paper model of RMS. We both keep swinging our chairs, dude.
Yeah. If I was lying down, I'd be like kicking my feet behind me. So
we survived the snowstorm here. Got involved in a paper model of RMS Olympic as a troop ship. 1200, rather than unusual for me. Stay safe, shoveling snow. We don't have snow here.
It's big in the US at the moment. Lots of snow. Trevor says, hi to all. Hope you had a good weekend.
Hello, Trevor. God damn it. Modder says, hello all. If you could, can you please take a minute to read last messages from Mikey in Discord and on the Facebook page? Thank you. She's on a train today to Glasgow.
Good.
Yeah.
I hope she has a safe trip.
Yeah, me too.
Ian's in. He says, good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Currently ripping up floorboards as I listen today. Big job broke out.
Ooh.
Oof. Watch out for those nails.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah, his electric went off and everything, didn't it? Over the weekend.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was putting it in Discord. Patrick says, good ale. Hello, Patrick.
He also says, hi, Tiff, JT, Trevor, and Ian.
Joe says, morning, afternoon, evening, all. Happy Australia Day to our Aussie amigos. Yeah, happy Australia Day, Tim.
Yeah, thank you.
We've got some people talk to each other.
He says, I was watching the M4H people and checking out the merch there. I'm making a list.
Yay. JT, a very happy Australia Day to all the blokes and Sheilas out
there. Patrick says, it was 40 degrees C here today, 43 tomorrow. So not nice at all. Yeah, I spent most of today hiding in the AC, and it's nowhere near that bad where I am.
I've had to put the heating on to bring it up to 19.5 degrees in here. Don't you wish it was cool like us?
Yeah, I'm a cold weather boy.
I prefer it cold. It hurts more, but I prefer it because I can wrap up. Adam says, afternoon all. Hello. Adam's got a new initiative, a project starting. Okay. So what he is doing is he is collecting, he's putting posts out on his social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, and he's accepting donations of anything to do with modeling, scale model kits that haven't been started, tools, things like that. Same as Models for Heroes. But what he's doing is he's going to be he intends to distribute them to people outside the military and blue light community. So that can't afford modeling tools or kits and things like that. So if you've got anything you would like to send him or discuss with him, do get in touch with him on Facebook or on Instagram. Our friend Maleficent is here.
And just for the folks that aren't aware, you want to just explain what the blue light community is?
So blue light community is first responders, so police, fire, ambulance. I think Aaron and I are covered by that as well. And Coast Guard.
Mm-hmm.
So M4H covers the armed forces and the blue light community, whereas Adam wants to start helping people who aren't in those communities but want to get into scale modeling and can't afford to. So there we go.
Yeah, nice.
Well done, Adam. Mal.
Hey, Mal.
Hello. There's a charity that does that, but or similar to M4H,
yeah,
for civvies, and it's based on Warhammer.
Oh, right, okay.
It's in Helston.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. One of the things I've suggested is he gets in touch with people like Malcolm and other organisations and gets advice before he starts, getting stock in and things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it sounds like from what the little bit I heard that he's doing it for helping people who want to get into modelling but are stuck for the cost of it and stuff.
Yeah.
But this charity, I think it works the same as Models for Heroes from what the guy said.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure for which community does it. I got the impression it was for civics.
Yeah.
For want of a better word, but so that'll be much the same thing in a way.
Yeah.
It was based at Warhammer. I think. I don't know. I didn't look more into it, but they had actually had a model show not long after I first saw the guy.
Cool.
Nice.
There you go.
Something like that.
There you go. Mal in his best Mal voice says, "Matthews, morning all." There we go.
Morning all.
Morning all. I did it for you there.
Julian says, "Red, understood, agreed, all points, Tiff."
Yes. Hopefully, everyone can get behind the new changes. Thank you, Julian. JT. Joe says, with the real hairy guys today, awesome.
He's taking the piss.
Mal's gone back to the 70s then, apparently.
Yeah.
Just needs that turtleneck with a chain,
Yeah.
Yeah, with his Huggy Bear afro. And things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to have hair at one stage in my life. Never had a beard though.
You should.
Matt Mick says, "Hi all."
Hey, Matt. Go on, Mal. We'll go that way around.
There we go. Did that one.
We can go the other way around. Go on, I'll read it out.
He's got a.
I don't mind.
He changes
I don't mind which. I don't care which way we do it. It's just nice to know.
Right. Julie says morning all. There we go. Now you, Mal. We'll go that way.
Julie says morning all. This one.
JT says, my pleasure, Patrick.
Patrick says, "Hi, Adam and Julian."
And who's that again? C5?
That's Patrick.
Patrick. Sorry. Hi, Matt.
Tim says, afternoon, Mikey, evening, Tim. Hello.
Hey, Jules. Joe says, Timmer, we need Mikey as an NFL ref. Throw the flag.
Your glasses aren't working. Hang on. Oh,
You need to switch them on, Mal.
no. I think. Wait.
You need to
wait out.
licking.
I think. Yeah, I've got. You won't believe all the stuff I've got here that's in the way.
I would.
Joe says, "Wow, Patrick, 40 to 43 degrees C. It's cold here in Mississippi, 24 Fahrenheit. Actually warmer than expected. 24 degrees Fahrenheit. In 33 degrees Fahrenheit freezing point. Something stupid like that.
Yeah, 33 degrees is freezing point. So 24 is about 2 degrees minus 2.
No, 24 is -4. Hang on.
Wouldn't it be good if it was like said -4?
No, because 30 degrees is -1.
I thought 32 is 0, isn't it?
32 0 could be.
Yeah, we're talking about 24. So yeah, you're probably right. It's probably more like -4.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Cold. It's a little bit
It's
cold.
bloody cold, is what it is.
it's brass monkey.
He's not wearing his budgie smugglers.
Yeah.
Certainly
Well,
not.
it might be just not on
Well,
top.
yeah. That's not a sight you want to think about, is it?
Out making snow angels in the front yard.
Hey, budgies.
Big pair of space hoppers in the middle.
Was that me or was that you?
Go for me. Skelly says, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Patrick says, hi, Miley and Tim.
Well, hello there, darling. That's creepy. Don't ever do that again.
David says, good day all, just over from Steph's stream. Yeah, me too.
It's funny that, isn't it?
Yeah.
David says, hi, hope you had a good Australia day.
Absolutely did, mate. Did the most
another one.
Australian thing you could possibly do on Australia Day. I was
Shrimps
up
on
at
the
6
barbie.
a.m. to watch the Patriots beat the Broncos and punch our ticket to the Super Bowl. Had a great Australia Day. I'm just glad that my daughter won't have to go through life, getting to 3 months old without seeing the Patriots in a Super Bowl. So she's got a hard life.
Hey, John, how are you?
Hello. Oh, good. Had a pretty quiet Australia Day. I do appreciate. There was a beach day for a lot of people down here because the weather was pretty nice. I went to just a shopping centre, and the amount of people walking around in bikinis and beach gear. It's just so good to see this time of year. Everyone just enjoying themselves. Well, yeah, no budgie smugglers were seen, but there was. God, it was very nice.
Is that just because you refuse to look down, or
or look away?
No,
walking into lampposts every 2 minutes.
No. Now, there's one thing I am very conscious of is for the rest of the world, I look like a creepy old man. So no, I don't.
He walks around with sunglasses on, so it doesn't work. So nobody knows.
Yeah. Well, having 3 post-teenage daughters, I've always been, but very mindful of ogling men, because when I'm walking around with them, I know for sure that none of these leeches are looking at me. So,
well, you never know,
and it's hard to tell on. It's hard to tell on camera sometimes, but our family probably needs to keep their shirts on lest we reflect the sun at almost full intensity into people's eyes.
See, I don't have that problem because I'm quite in real life. I'm actually fairly dark skinned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like a reflector. Like when I was in the Navy, people just joke that we had reflective bands in case you fell overboard and stuff. And they're like, you'd be better off just taking your jacket off, mate. We'd spot you. The moon would be reflecting. It's like, why is there two moons?
In real, when I haven't got the lighting on, if I do that with my hands are two different tones on the front and back. It's like the back's more of like an olive colour.
Yeah, I tan pretty easy. Or used
to. Do you kind of look like a tomato?
Me? No, like a brown.
Ooh. Just Mal strutting along Cornwall's beach and then his budgie smugglers working on that.
Must be nice. I go bright red and then I peel and then I am like a newborn baby.
Yeah. So if this goes red at all, I look exactly like an infected pimple. So,
my only problem in the army was wearing a beret.
Yeah.
With the sun out. If I got tan, then I tanned easy. So I got brown down here, took my beret off. I was like, so I had to, whenever I could, tan my head.
A couple of years ago, because I tanned easily, my glasses were the ones with sort of like the wide rims. Like the plastic wide rims and everything. And a couple of years ago, it was really sunny and I was out a lot that summer. And I took my glasses off and I had white lines where the arms of my glasses had been.
No, the raccoon look is most people in Australia most years. Yeah.
Anyway, on with the chat. Go on, Tim. We'll go Tim, John, Mal. That sounded like
he's rolled the 6. We've reversed the order again. Phil says, good afternoon, everyone. In early today, but not sure how long for.
No problems, buddy.
It's 22 past. It's probably already gone. Julian says, Mikey, referring to the guidelines. One I've just thought of, regarding certain historic symbols and people, no mention of not displaying those or mentioning them on YouTube. Obvious, but thought I'd mention it.
Yeah. Well, we're aware of that one. But yeah, good point.
So I'm just contemplating that. Jim says, Joel, get any snow or ice accumulation, Joe?
Did I just see what I thought I just saw?
No. Didn't happen.
JT says, Mikey, I agree with you totally. It's your channel and you have to work within the confines of the law too. It tells us how to be better members and reminds us of the mission of the channel. Yeah. You all right, John?
Yeah.
I just saw John's eyebrows go whoop over the top of that chat then. When I was reading it out.
Okay.
Jules says 100% agree.
Because I do have like these look like this. So I wake up, they're not usually, that's why they're a different color. Because I have them on, I take them off at night and I put them on my bedside table. So when I wake up in the morning, I sort of think.
The chat was like that. And all I could see was John's eyebrows going.
Yeah. You might have seen him in Toy Story 2 when he's like, let me get my angry eyes.
Yeah. So today I'll be surprised when I stick them on higher than usual and walk around all day going like. Julian says he 100% agreed, JT.
The better looking Marley. Ooh, oi, ooh.
Yeah, so gold, oi, oi.
Yeah, so yeah.
What?
Aussie, oi.
Oi. Which, incidentally, is not Australian at all. It's Welsh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oggy, isn't it?
Yeah, but, Australians don't know that. They think they invented it.
Oh, crap. Tiff says, oh, and Modders has more powers too. Yes, she has a full, 5-page guidelines and everything.
I thought you were about to say she's a bandolier.
Bandolier.
Policies and things.
Send her a box of 40 mics.
Yeah. Getting all professional.
Trevor says, spot on, Mikey.
Thank you, buddy.
Joe says nothing, Jim. Lots of rain yesterday. Maybe icy roads this morning, but staying in. I know,
Lovely.
it's close. Can't even talk about
Matt-
Australia Day because that's political.
It's a
No,
holiday.
we've said Happy Australia Day. That's all.
Yeah.
It's all right. Matt says, "Ooh, I missed last 2 streams. Need to go back and see what the hell went on."
It's all right.
Emoji laugh, emoji.
Most of what happened was off after the streams. So
That's
don't
true.
worry.
Yeah.
But from now on, it's blanket across the whole channel. Just to be fair to everyone and protect everyone. Matthew says, "Swing your pants, Trevor and Simon." What the hell is that all about?
No idea.
Swinging your pants.
Adam says, I used to mod for a few folk on Twitch, so I feel that. Trying to keep a chat on 1K of 1K folk on track ain't easy.
No. And one of the other things as well, Mod's got to do, because she's not just got to deal with StreamYard, she's also got to deal with the YouTube chat as well, which is quite a big workload for her.
And
she
Discord,
has to have
is she a
them open on
moderator
two.
on there?
Well, because StreamYard, you can, as a moderator, all you can pretty much do is control the panelists and the chat on the screen. You can sort of, do that, click it up on and off the screen. But you can't actually, if a comment comes up in YouTube, you can't time people out or delete comments or anything from StreamYard. You have to do it through YouTube. So it's sort of 2 moderators in one. So, yeah.
All right. David DeValley says, yes, Tiff have seen and liked.
Excellent.
Tiff.
Come on, change over. There you go.
Jim says, Joe Leal, we got off easy in northern Illinois. Moderate snowfall, very cold temps around 0 degrees Fahrenheit. 0 degrees Fahrenheit.
-18.
Bloody cold.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, -18 Celsius.
0. It just looks odd, does it? If
Yeah.
you work in Celsius. 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Supposed to warm up this weekend. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Warm-ups in inverted
As
commas.
this week progresses, yeah.
Julian says, "Watch out for those nails." Indeed, Tim. You don't want to break a nail lifting a floorboard. Don's like, what the hell are they talking about?
Duke says, "G'day, all you beautiful people. Can't stay up to watch tonight. Back's gone wayward and off to bed." Oh, sorry to hear that, mate.
No.
Feel better soon, indeed.
Yes. JT says, hey, Jim, no snow, but they are ploughing. Supposed to get a little more.
Lovely. David of the Valleys, 60 degrees out here in the valleys. It's just starting to rain here.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing out there. It's really weird. It's like a yellow sky. Ian says, yeah, my electrics are basically condemned. 50s wiring has perished around all the sockets. Silver linings, we have lights at least. Dude, that's going to be expensive.
Yeah. My instructor at TAFE got that's one of his main things now. He's like semi-retired. It's like he'll just go have a look at those like older properties and stuff, and then like sick his apprentices on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gino says hello to the panel and all in chat. Still in bed with that super goad.
Tiff
Super cold?
Super cold, yeah. Tiff said, would be nice if care assistants and ex-care assistants were included. Nothing out there for us. Fuck.
Yeah. She's on about they're not included on the blue light definition.
Right.
So even though they can get a blue light card whilst they're still working in care work, they're not classed as blue light service because they're not emergency responders.
Right.
JT, I love looking for free models. Yeah. Appeals to my practical side. Amazing that you can find in paper what you can find in paper.
Just read this one.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, with like his paper
models, yes.
models and stuff. Yeah.
Tiffany says, Ian, Duke isn't a dog. I don't think he wants to be fixed.
Nah, he is. He's a dog.
No.
Dirty dog. Got a dog in him. DAWG. Dorkosaurus says, hello, good peoples.
Hey, Dorkosaurus.
Julian says, Mikey, I just thought, twice in 5 minutes, I need to lie down. I would love the RNLI and Mountain Rescue to be included as, would the RNLI and Mountain Rescue be included in Blue Light Services? Same emotional pressures as all the others.
I'm not sure, but I don't think they're covered by M4H. Because they're not official. Well, they are official organisations, but they're not paid organisations. I don't know why it is, but what Malcolm explained to me was they have to draw a line somewhere.
Yeah. But yes, if you ask Models for Heroes, that would be the better people to answer.
Yeah. Or look on their website.
Yeah, look on the website.
www.modelsforheroes.org.uk, I think.
Is this me?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Gino, hello to the panel and to all in chat still in bed with a super flu, 40-degree fever, but lurking from bed.
40 degrees? That's your brain's literally starting to boil. You need to go to hospital, not stay in bed.
Yeah. Keeps you
that's,
warm,
that's not good.
Yellow
that's
fever.
Literally,
dengue fever. Night
that's
fever.
literally your brain starting to boil.
Yeah.
Adam says, it blew up fast, but I have ideas to keep costs down. But that's another conversation. So far, offers have covered everything from spare tools to an Edward kit. So people want to share, which is nice. Yeah.
No.
The modelling community is a really generous community, to be fair.
It is.
On Aeroscale, it was Armor. A guy had a fire in his modelling room.
Yeah.
Lost everything. All his built kits, all his kits in boxes, all his tools, everything went. And just the community within Armor, as it was then, chipped in, sent him stuff. And he ended up with a whole new set of models, tools, compressor. He was even sent, giving him benches, cabinets and stuff.
Yeah,
just amazing.
So remember when James had a heart attack a couple of years ago? Everyone was very concerned, watching his health closely, because we were all ready to pounce around to his place and go through his stash.
Yeah,
so that's the opposite reason.
When Gary got attacked by that shelf, our first question was, "Are the kits okay?" My first question was, "Are the kits okay?"
Priorities.
Yeah.
Adam says, I've actually had a few foreign vets messaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at this.
Oh, yeah. Ian says, fixed? I don't want Duke to be put down. No, that's not what fixing means.
I just want him to stop hiding in the bushes outside my house.
When the rustling starts getting faster and faster, you'll start getting nervous. Sorry, go on, man.
It's all right. David says, Tim, that Patriots game was a game of two weather systems.
It was crazy. So at Mile High Stadium, so they were playing in Colorado, is like kind of blue sky, sunny start of the game. And then coming into the second half, they started having a bit of a snow slurry. And then by fourth quarter, it was hard to see the Patriots because we were wearing our whiteout uniform and we were blending in with all the snow.
Bonus.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like two great defenses too, so it was a really low scoring game. But yeah, it was awesome. Who doesn't love football in the snow? So good. Yeah, wrong.
Paul says, Mikey, I read your post earlier today. You call them changes, but you've been very clear on all these points for a while now. Quite well understood. Thank you, John. Paul. John hasn't agreed to
John.
So I'm just giving John the benefit of the doubt at the minute.
Yeah, it's less. It is less like new changes, right? It's more just a realignment to the
it's
existing.
More, right. That's it now. No more messing around.
Yeah.
Start taking it seriously. Tim.
Joe says, John, was Mr. Morris there in his mankini? Nice.
Ooh, he's in a different hemisphere. Tiff says, my tan is made up of tattoos.
My tan. Did you know tan in Welsh is fire? Well, the word tan, the Welsh word tan is fire in English.
Oh, so what you mean? That's very different from what you actually said. Yep.
Yeah. My words are getting jumbled up.
Yeah.
So the Welsh word for fire is tan, is what I'm trying to say. There we go.
Hot topic.
Yes. I'll try again. We
Ian.
can come up with a better one for you. There you go.
Patrick?
Yep.
Is it?
Yep. Well done.
Yeah, this old brain works.
Sorry, did that come across patronising? I didn't mean it.
It did.
Yes, it did. It absolutely did. No. The fact that I remembered it is quite.
I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to be
I'll
patronising.
give a tick. No, it's cool. I'll give a tick to myself for that. Oh. Can't get me for the rest of the day now. Patrick or whatever his name is, Seafire. Sorry, Pat. It's got me at it now.
Have we broken your mouth?
Yes, I'm gone.
Outstanding.
I mean, I didn't. You seem so concerned.
I think he's glitching.
Yeah. No, I think you seem so concerned, which threw me totally.
Well, like you said, this is the new, more professional Mike.
Exactly that. Right, let's.
Yeah.
Patrick, my brother has red hair. He goes white to burnt to white.
Yeah.
We had a redhead guy on our basic training, and we nicknamed him Tracer because we were on the field exercise, and he stripped off from the waist up to wash, and we come under attack, and all we saw was him running through the woods, this white streak.
Tracer.
So we call him Tracer after that.
Oh, that's a good one.
We normally go like Ranger or Bloodnut or Bluey.
Is that the same in the UK? If you have red hair, your nickname's Bluey?
No.
Or Blue?
Yeah,
Blue.
Must be an Australian thing.
What do you call him, Blue? Because his hair's red. Yeah. We're Islander jokesters.
Skiffins has said afternoon all, but he also says, question for John, do you use AK markers on their eyebrows?
Oh, no. These are quality. No.
He didn't scrimp on them when he bought them.
No.
Kevin says, good day, everyone.
Hey, Kevin.
Good day.
Julian says, evening notch. Are we that far behind?
Tiffany, the flags don't show on StreamYard.
Didn't they?
They did on
hang on.
StreamYard.
I thought I saw them.
Yeah. They were flagged for us.
Yeah.
But I guess it depends what server you're watching on.
Unless you're on about the red flags. Ooh. There you go. Happy Australia Day, Tim Nodge, and all Aussies in chat.
Yeah.
Cheese. JT says, oi, oi, oi is also a German response to a beer drinking cheer at an Oktoberfest.
There you go. In French, I guess it'd be oui, oui, oui. Anyway, Tiff says, the swing your pants was a reference to you and Timbo swinging in the chairs. Oh, okay.
Yeah, when we come on live stream, we were talking and we were both doing this in sync.
You
And
got to
it's really
stretch your back out. You get your
Yeah.
carbs going a little bit. You know.
keep the blood flowing in your legs. You know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I care about my health. He says, drinking a Pepsi.
Pepsi.
TBG says Tiff has gone full Ellen Ripley from Aliens. She's even got a power loader.
Julian, to Matt, the last two streams were chaos, panic, disorder, and anarchy. So business as usual, really.
Probably. Jim, at Joe Leal, that's something I would like to know. I don't use the thing anymore.
Come on. Stupid StreamYard, keep up. Right. Sorry, go on.
So at Joe Leal, that's some.
Yeah.
What's the at mean? I know nothing about this.
So when you're in YouTube, if you're using YouTube on your computer, if you type at and then the person's handle, then it when the person sees it, it comes up with a red box around their name.
All right.
So
All
they know
right.
it's them.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. I thought it was something like that, but I didn't know whether I was supposed to read it or not.
Well, you can do.
Anyway,
to you.
I did. At Joe Leal, that's something I would like to know too. I don't use the applicators because of the clogging issue.
Yeah. Don't blame me, mate. Jim, they just work so well. I love them, except in the morning.
Jim says, hey, Dorkosaurus, got your coffee at the ready. I'm on cup number 2. With the sub-zero temps, it could be a 10-cup day. Coffee, 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 coffee,
Ooh,
coffee.
That sounds really bad for your heart, your liver and kidneys.
Hey, you do what you like.
Oh, Craig Everson is in saying good evening, everyone. He will be one of the hosts for the 48 and 48 from the Australian Australasian feed.
Craig.
So
Excellent.
good to see you again, Craig.
Nice.
It's mean here. Then we get the hashtag, Julian. Is that something like?
I think that's skipping. I think skipping is dyslexic on symbols as well. Sorry, skippers.
Makes perfect sense now. Julian, yes, they are included. I believe. God, I thought my glasses had gone again. But check with M4H Direct.
Yeah.
Or is that's
it's probably about the
Roman 2.
Yeah. He's probably talking about RN line, yada yada.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have to. You're going to have to start playing 1-2 skip a few, Mikey. Otherwise, we're going to be reading comments all night.
Yeah. To be honest, I have been skipping them. Blue Light Card has a website which tells you which services are covered. It does indeed. Oh God, let's have a look. Right, let's go to that one for Tim.
Bastard. Tiff says, "At Craig, just so you're aware, we don't allow politics on this channel. We also have a Facebook page and Discord server where you can converse with channel supporters and show your morals."
Love it.
So if you want to see Craig's on Facebook as Aussie Scale Modeler.
Yeah.
JT says he's excited about going back to the moon, as am I. I wonder who the first woman on the moon will be. With Artemis, are all 4 astronauts going to land? Interesting to see what history will record. Very interesting. I'm looking forward to it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get to Mars.
Well, this next one, Artemis 2, is just the one that's going round the moon and back, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a...
It's the next one after that that's landing.
Yeah. But either way, I mean, so for instance, he makes a good point. So with the Apollo missions, I'd have somebody staying in the command module, right?
Yeah.
These days, a computer would be able to control it, no problems at all. So do you need a
They're
man?
building like an off-surface like space station, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
I'm looking forward to it all. Great.
It's
I
brilliant.
think you'd always need to keep a person there, right? Even when something's automated, you need someone there to be able to take manual control.
Yeah.
You would think. I don't know.
Makes sense.
I don't know.
Oh, me? Oh, okay. So JT is saying if there was a plumbing convention in town, would they have to worry about overflow parking? Oh, I had to tell at least one dad joke. Oh, okay. That brings every time, that comes up. It brings up memories of Diego Garcia and a block toilet I had there that hung around so much. We christened them Nadia and the 4 kids.
Go on, Mal.
Tiff says comments would be done by now if I was there.
And not a lot of people know that.
Not a lot of people know that.
What? Good on you for owning up to that, Tiff. It is your fault. You're right.
Yeah, you're not here. It's your fault. However, she has put the links to Discord and the Facebook page in the chat. So thank you very much, Tiff. 46 minutes in, we'll get to modelling.
What? Wow.
But yeah, it's been fun so far.
To be fair, that was probably a relatively normal amount of time on the comments.
It's just a lot.
We had the admin off the top as well.
Yeah, and there was quite a few comments, to be fair.
I wouldn't call what I'm about to do modelling.
Would you call it art?
Dirkles.
Ah, okay. Fair enough. I need a drink.
So, what are you fellas working on today?
I'm working on the ICM CR42.
I'm working on the ICM 48 scale Hampton Mark 1. Basically just putting together the interior, getting ready for painting it all, and yada 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 yada. So that's nice. I'm going to step away for a moment. I'm going to replace my cup of tea.
Okay.
Back in a moment.
I am working on my Zvezda T15 Armata, which is
very nice.
Fun. We've got 31 people still watching, surprisingly. If you haven't already, don't forget to lube and subscribe. Because we're nearly halfway through the show already. That's fun. Oop. There we go. There we go.
I'm trying so hard to behave now. Like, I want to hum like I normally, la 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 la. I'm just.
So he does it anyway.
No, well, that was completely made. That was the Tim Evans original, and I promise not to strike my own stuff.
There's an illustrator.
No, I'm in a dangerous spot for actually humming proper music at the moment. In the last 2 days, we've watched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and Sound of Music and Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
So, there's some earworms in my head for sure.
We'll try not to encourage them. Oh, Phil says you'll always need a human to put 50p in the electric meter to keep the AI overlords powered up. Yeah,
true.
Adam says I need a drink when I do decals too. Yeah. Skelly, I'm working on my Excel spreadsheet. Angry fish. Is it an angry fish or is it just an angry face? Upset face. Looks like an angry fish to me. JT says, if Twinings had a shirt, would that be a t-shirt? Probably. Sounds like my chair's about to give up under the weight. Right. Where do we go to? Skelly says, Mary Poppins and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang are my go-to movies.
They're so good. Like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is on top of Mary Poppins for sure. Like it's such a good film.
Trevor says, building a 124 Citroen C4 from 1930 Splendid Hotel. Nice.
Cool.
TBG says, doe, a deer, a female deer. There we go. Let's not encourage Tim.
No.
Yeah,
This is an issue for me with these decals. Not really an issue, but I hate decals anyway. But this is like decal 3, so it's got instruments for the right hand side instrument panel, 2 panels similar. On the instructions, it says warning: instrument images given by individual elements. So they're nicely placed in the correct position for the instrument panel, but they're individual. So they've done that, I think, rather than number each individual one.
Yeah.
But it makes it very awkward to cut them out. And then keep them orientated. So I don't like decals anyway. And this just, I mean, they're all right. They go on. But it took me an hour to do them.
Christ. Jim says, love that Dick Van Dyke British accent. Even he hates it, doesn't he? Wait Rose says, sorry not there at the moment, just back from haircut and finishing things I have to do before going to Germany tomorrow. Happy Australia Day to John, Tim, and the other Aussies.
Cheers, Gary.
Well, John's back.
Me.
Yes, sorry, I snuck in.
He's beaten me to it. I've got my appointment with my barber tomorrow. I've been looking like a caveman for almost a month.
Wait Rose is going to Nuremberg, and no, he's not on trial. Yet. Jim says, wait Rose, safe travels to you, Gary. Enjoy the show. Craig says, I've just started the Rebel 172nd F-35A in Aussie markings. Ooh.
Oh, nice. 3 Squadron?
JT says, bed knobs and broomsticks was a favourite. Angela Lansbury versus Julie Andrews. Julie Andrews has an amazing voice. Yeah.
There's an F-35 flying over Sydney Harbour today for Australia Day.
Yeah, it's nice footage. It's a 2 OCU aircraft.
Tiff says, have fun on your holes, Gary. Try not to drink too much. And Paul says, hey, John, I officially started my P51D today. What an amazing kit.
Wonderful. Glad to hear you're modelling. And happy Australia Day to you.
I'm happy to hear that he's actually found the kit that he doesn't want to kill you for.
No, I didn't buy it for him.
Oh,
no,
well,
it's Tamiya 32nd scale P51, which does look like a beautiful kit, I must admit.
Yes. Wait Rose says, Tiffany, holes, how very dare you? JT says, Mr. Waitrose, have a great trip to Germany. Yeah.
Indeed.
Absolutely. Have fun. Sitting in that creator's lounge. Surrounded by German people. All sounding very angry at the same time.
That was amazing. It's like you had an idea for a second and then completely lost it.
I did.
Germany, truly the land of German people.
That sort of did sound like, yeah.
Yeah. I was trying not to be nasty. See, knew me.
Mm.
Look at that. You've grown as a person.
I have. I've had no choice, really.
How
Craig
many
says,
Germans does it take to change a light bulb? 1. We are very efficient.
Yes. Craig Everson says 77 Squadron, John.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. No. I can't really complain because I did work at the F-35 times with 2 OCU and 3 Squadron and 77. So yeah, it's only 75 that I didn't work at. So delighted. You could build anything you like. 58.
Well, it's nice of you to give him your permission.
What's his
Tiff
wallet? Do
says,
he wants?
Wait, Rose. Well,
Oh,
whatever you
the
do.
guidelines. Does that involve me not interrupting you when you're trying to talk and stuff? That wasn't mentioned. So
No, you're free and
maybe I
clear
could just
on that
keep
one.
on talking. Yeah, okay. Range clear.
Actually, one of the things that was included was if I feel I need to interject, then you've got to listen and stop. If I say stop the conversation and move on to another subject. So
Are you saying stop conversation?
That's what I heard.
I'm not saying stop conversation. I'm saying stop discussing that topic or whatever.
Keep interrupting.
And be respectful is in there. Phil says, was Gary sent to Nuremberg for breaking the forum chat rules? No, quite the opposite.
No.
Jim says, afternoon, Commander Evans. Skiffin says, Gary stuff, I'm ready to carry that bag for you, buddy. PM sent.
So say we all.
JT says, squirrel on Nuremberg. Why? Gary's not doing anything wrong by going there.
That's all right. You know the rule.
Oh. Hello, wife.
Joe says, in 1968, my older brother and sister were supposed to take me to see Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, but instead took me to see Night of the Living Dead. Have not been the same since. Tell you what, my kids were angry that we sat down and watched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I think I can't remember his name, but the guy the child catcher, I think.
Yeah,
terrified Aaron.
He was a Australian ballet dancer.
Really?
Yeah, and in one of the takes, the wagon that he rides, had tipped over, and he dismounted as it was tipping, going around the corner really fast. And apparently, Dick Van Dyke said, it was you could tell he's a true ballet dancer. It was the most graceful thing he ever saw. But I didn't realize all the connections Chitty Chitty Bang Bang has with James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're a kid, you don't go, oh, Ian Fleming, or the fact that Baron Bombburst is played by the same dude that played Goldfinger.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
JT says, I see that going down a rabbit hole. No, it's not going down a rabbit hole. Waitrose says, Rebel 2026 range announcement is tomorrow.
Oh,
That'll be
nice.
interesting. Oh boy.
Well,
Tiff says, I'm looking forward to seeing what they're releasing. Do you know when Tamir are announcing their releases?
Oh, nailed it. I think had the accent down perfectly.
I know, right?
Oh. Julian says, that land full of German people? You mean Austria, Tim? Ducks, self-squirrels, etc. Yep.
Craig says, hopefully I will do something from 3 Squadron at some point due to family connection.
Oh, very good.
There you go.
Well, that's right. We spoke about that before, yeah.
Jim, Joe, that is quite a change in subject. Nothing like scaring the bejesus out of a kid. Yeah. Waitrose says, Tiffany, no, but hoping to find out there. They are very big stand at the show. They have a very big stand at the show, shall I say. Craig says, hopefully I'll do something in 3 Squadron at some point. Hang on a minute. Oh, he's repeated it. There we go. That's why. I thought I'd gone backwards then.
Clearly.
Jim says, what's the over-under on the number of Reebok's kits Revel has in their 2026 lineup? Good question. Who knows? Other than Revel. Phil says, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang gave me more nightmares than any other film.
See, that was Jumanji for me.
Yeah?
Jumanji scared the bejeebus out of me. Yeah, it was the what was it? It was I think it was the monkeys and stuff. Terrified me.
Yeah, I never really had that problem, but that's because from like the age of 10, I was watching stuff like Amityville Horrors and Poltergeist and things like that.
Yeah, see, my parents actually supervised me, so I didn't.
Oh, my parents were supervising.
I'm just pulling your leg.
My parents were supervised. They were watching it with me.
This little bit here is a it's a little friction knob. It's probably to do with friction, a pilot control knob. When picking off, but it's on 2 sprues. I've got 2 E sprues here, so I just cut out the other one because I thought I'd never find that. And the second piece went pinging off, but I saw it land, and it landed next to the other one. So there they are. That was fortuitous. I have 2 of them.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was reading that one out, wasn't I? Tiff says, oh, I've heard they're doing their announcement at the show. I think it was you that mentioned it, actually. And she says, ooh, my train coach is beeping. But as long as it's still upright, that's fine.
Wow.
It's allowed to beep, just not allowed to come off the rails.
Well,
JT says,
maybe it's an underwater locator beacon. You never know.
Yeah, I'd be worried if it was underwater.
So would she.
JT
That
says,
would be worrying.
Mod is just sat there on the train. What's that beeping?
Yeah.
Why are the fish going past the window?
Yeah, you're looking around the train cart and there's like EPIRBs on the wall. You're like,
And she's looking around. We're underwater. Oh, not again. Yeah.
JT says, I believe in what events in history mean, and there's respect that goes with them. No more from me on that. Okay. Craig says, I believe Andy will be announcing in Germany this week. Most probably another 1/16th kit. Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
Jim says, The Exorcist did it for me. Do you know what? First, I was 12 years old when I first watched The Exorcist, and I laughed my head off because I just thought it's so funny the way that they had like the head spinning around and like projectile vomit everywhere. It's like, for me, that was like watching Guest House Paradiso.
man, that movie still holds up. I don't care what anyone says. It's still one of the scariest films of all time.
Oh,
it's so good.
I think Poltergeist is probably scarier.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's the fear of what can't be seen, isn't it? That it plays on. Adam says, okay, Mikey, want to laugh? You said Amityville. I watched it on my PSP. Wow. God, I had a PSP when I was a teenager. No.
You didn't have one when you were a teenager?
I bought one when I was about 19 to take out to Iraq with me.
Right.
Yeah. JT says, Jim, Linda Blair, then she did Roller Boogie. And Matthew says, my mum took me to see Watership Down when I was 5, put me off bunny rabbits for life. Oh, bunny rabbits taste so good. I'm a country guy, okay? We used to have rabbit stew.
Taste good. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of movie references, when the Patriots were arriving at the stadium today, like they're normally dressed up and stuff like that when they're on their way to the locker room. One of our guys, Mac Hollins, had the bottles on his finger, like from Clockwork Orange, going, "Warriors come out to play." He was saying that. It was pretty awesome.
Matthew says, "My mum took me to." Oh, she read that one. Stupid boy. Skelly says, "John, my wife, was actually the head chef in 3 Squadron RAF feeder in Germany." Ooh.
Okay. There you go.
TVG says, "They're here." JT, camping at the original Camp Crystal Lake was scary. Julian, I think Tiff would probably have mentioned the train being underwater before the beeping. Unless the beeping is actually pings of sonar, people look for the train. Yeah, she could have just been so engrossed in the live stream that she didn't notice. Ian says, "I agree on Watership Down." I watched that as a kid. My sister cried. I seem to remember.
Did you make her cry?
No. The problem was, right? We grew up.
He's just trying to look tough in front of his friends. He was
No,
the one crying.
Right, this is actually something that I actually hated at the time, and I still do. I should never have been put through this, but when I was a kid, we had rabbit stew and things like that, which is fine because it's bloody delicious. But my stepdad insisted on teaching me how to skin and gut them when I was like 11 years old. Right? So by the time we watched Watership Down, I was already inoculated to the idea of seeing dead rabbits and things. So it didn't bother me in the slightest. All I could think of was, that would be tasty. So, yeah.
It's a good skill, though.
Well, yeah.
Knowing how to clean and dress a animal.
Yeah. Well, I learned how to do rabbits and pheasants and partridge as well, but partridge, I just don't like partridge.
Come on, get. Oh, no singing.
No. Wait Rose says, "How's the Hamden, John?"
It is really, really nice. So far, everything is going together very well. The only bit I thought was strange is for this one, it's got a dingus where you, there you go, to mark out where the bomb racks go for this version. You have this this guide here. So you've got these 2 holes that are there, and you need to measure 3.34 millimeters north of that, and then drill 2 new holes with a 0.8 mil drill, and then same here. It was 1.25 millimeters from there, and yada 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 yada. But then you go through all that, measure it up nicely, and all you do then is, once you've drilled them, as you see there and there, flip it over, and they just say, "Oh, if you just drilled in the middle of the parallel bars, you'd be spot on." I would have thought, that would have been an easier way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I do wonder, especially with ICM, if they think that we're making these by machine or something. Because who the hell can measure accurate or work accurately enough to do 1.25 millimeters?
Well, I had a vernier caliper, so that helps. But it means, you'll need to have a vernier caliper if you've got any hope of doing it, or you could just flip it over and sort of drill in between the parallel bars.
Yeah,
but they don't tell you that.
Maybe it's just a test.
Yeah.
Well, they are coming up with the torpedo version soon. The test shots have been shown on their website. So, yeah. But no, it is a beautiful kit. I'm very much enjoying it. Paul.
There you go.
But he knew I'd say that.
We've got 31 people watching and 20 likes so far. Yay.
Lube and subscribe, peoples. Lube and subscribe.
We need to get Mal some stickers, don't we? Tiff,
yeah.
Thankfully, the train goes nowhere near water. Thank God, one of my biggest fears is deep water. Yes.
Wow. Great song, that.
Yes. Does sound like a song, doesn't it?
What is?
How does that one go?
Richard Clapton.
Don't.
Not allowed in. No, can't do it. I see what you're doing there.
Well done, John. I'm quite proud of you for that. Showing great restraint. Ian says, according to my parents, the original TV series of The Incredible Hulk had me diving behind the couch. Bless you. TVG says, I can't watch Watership Down. Yeah. Adam says, yeah, me and Mikey were clearly brought up similarly. Mine came from the fact that my grandfather was a butcher. Yeah. I was out hunting at like 10 years old, an air rifle and things like that. And my stepdad would get the rabbit and the pheasants from his brother. His brother's father-in-law had a farm, so they'd just go shooting on the farm. JT says the original Camp Crystal Lake was a Boy Scout camp known as Camp Nobi Bosco, or shortened to Nobi. Spent many a night there camping. Okay.
There you go.
I'm guessing I'm not actually doing any modelling today. I'm just going through chat.
Why not?
June says, when there was a remake of Watership Down, I saw a post claiming there were complaints from parents that a whole generation of kids would grow up without being emotionally scarred by it. Yeah. You all just need to toughen up.
I don't think I've ever seen it. Is it a horror?
No, it's a cartoon. It's a kid's cartoon.
An animated. It's not a kid's cartoon. It's an animated thing. Yeah.
Huh.
But I haven't seen it. I just remember the goodies taking the piss out of it.
Have you watched The Snowman?
Yes.
One where they sing Walk in the Air, Tim?
Yeah.
No.
How's that one go?
No. Have you not seen that, Tim?
No, don't think so.
Well, if you had, you'd know that it's what I'm talking about. It's that kind of animation. So like the old pencil sketch and crayon sort of animation.
Watership Down.
Yeah. It's where the song Bright Eyes is from.
What, by Meatloaf?
No. Jim says, Ian, I remember the series. Lou Ferrigno was the Hulk. Yeah, I've seen that one. It just, because of the way they do his hair, it just looked like he stuck his hand in an electric socket. JT says, Jim, when you saw the ones on Bill Bixby, you knew something was about to go down. I think the other problem as well is people of like mine and Tim and Adam's generation, we grew up with animation and with more realism than what people who grew up in the 70s and 80s grew up with. So stuff like the original Hulk, we just found comical. Yeah, and the Exorcist, the special effects on the Exorcist, we just found them a little bit silly and things like that. We're desensitized a little bit. Skelly says, I watched Watership Down as a child and then saw that Richard Adams had another book, Plague Dogs, which turned out to be even more depressingly sad. That's the thing. It's not scary. It's just sad, isn't it? Waitrose says, drill marks to a 10 micron accuracy. Ha ha ha. TB Mark 1 will be next month. Nice.
Yeah, TB torpedo bomber.
Yeah.
Hamden. Yep.
Jim says, the old TV series I still watch every weekend is Black Sheep Squadron. Get a good laugh watching it as now. As a kid, I watched for the Corsairs. Nice. Joe says, Mal, in the M4H stream, are you and the other John related? Just a little bit.
Slightly. He's my younger brother.
Yeah.
I know you'd think it was the other way around, but that's the way it is.
TBD says Mikey enjoys his rabbit's liver with a fava beans and nice Chianti. Yeah.
I've yet to try that.
What?
Well,
Human
brains
flesh?
with a
Oh, all right.
or anything with a fava beans and nice Chianti.
Did you know
Okay.
that
Word of
rabbit,
advice: don't.
All right. Why is that not good?
Well,
Did you know
it's
that
frowned
rabbit
upon
meat?
in most places on the planet.
Is it?
Did you know that rabbit meat is the only meat where if you didn't eat anything else, no matter how much you ate of the rabbit meat, you would still starve to death? If you did it
Right.
with beef or anything like that, you'd be fine. But if you just ate nothing else other than rabbit meat, you would starve to death. Because rabbit meat doesn't hold enough nutrients
There you go.
to keep you alive.
So
Tasty.
rabbit meat is a slang word for McDonald's?
It could be, couldn't it?
If you ate nothing but McDonald's, not only would you like
Back by 40.
not starve to death, but you would also like never decompose because I imagine all the preservatives will build up in your subdermal layer.
Yeah.
They've banned all that now in the UK, haven't they? They're not allowed to add all that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I think they still are.
Yeah, probably.
See,
Diving under the
I-
couch. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, I feel like everyone says like, no, I want like real natural food with nothing in it and stuff, and then they'll realize that they've never had to deal with the inconvenience of having like bread that just molds in 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the real world's hard, man.
Yeah.
Preservatives are one of those like probably necessary evils. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of food getting thrown out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
June says, diving under the couch. Was it on top of Tiff's train? Adam says, my favourite memory was deer hunting near Loch Ness when going out salmon fishing on the loch itself. We had this tiny fishing boat. The thing was a right scrap heap challenge, but it was ours.
Nice.
Yeah, I used to go out on my granddad's boat on the River Conway. That was fun. Adam says, oh my God, I'll do it. I'm Scottish. You know, the Iron Brew version. Yeah. Have you ever watched the old Iron Brew adverts and that, Tim, on YouTube?
No.
They were mental.
There's a really good one from like one of our bottle shops is called Dan Murphy's.
Yeah.
And there's a great one how a bloke is just in there and he goes, hey, I'm just looking for a bottle of wine. I'm going around to my mate's place for dinner. And he's like, oh yeah, is that a $15.99 kind of mate or a $39.99 kind of mate? And he thinks about it for a second. It plays a montage of his mate just letting him down, like not spotting him on the bench press, just ignoring him while he's crying and all that stuff. And he goes, what do you got for $10? It's a good ad.
Yeah. That's a good ad.
TBG says, emotionally scarred kids, all the Harry Potter fans who went to see The Woman in Black. Yeah.
Woman in Black.
Yeah, it's a film that Daniel Radcliffe was in after Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
And he appears naked.
Was that the one where he nuded up? Ah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
The little tiny man.
I haven't seen his Radcliffe, so no, I won't go there.
JT says there were the old 1960s Hulk cartoons as well as Spider-Man and Iron Man. Yeah.
Oh, so in Scotland, do they have Iron Brew Man?
Adam says we grew up with Final Destination and Saw. The old stuff was like Child's Play, and that's also a pun on the movie. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think that's why I say that like Exorcist holds up so well. Just because of the content and stuff. Like growing up on slashes, like seeing a true sort of like, a horror, not like a shock horror.
Not like a jump scare thing.
Yeah, it's very different, right? Like any idiot can write a slasher film, says the bloke who's never written a movie. But,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Jump scare films are 10 a penny now, aren't they?
Yeah, well, it's all kind of just tricks, right? Like it starts off fine for the first third, and then things get just progressively worse. And you do things like you have your music build the atmosphere, and then everything goes silent, and you hold that for an uncomfortable amount of time, and then bang, big loud noise.
Yeah.
But it almost makes you jump just because of the noise and the quick camera movements and stuff. It's not like genuinely off-putting sort of horror like Nosferatu or The Exorcist, you know?
Yeah.
It's what I was going to say. It's predictable as well, isn't it? Jump scare film.
Yeah, it's just kind of formulaic, and then they also tend to have like heaps of nudity and stuff, and it's like
not wrong with that.
Like it's fine. Like you can, but like it's a different sort of film, right?
It's gratuitous rather than having it actually moving the storyline along and things like that.
Yeah.
They're doing it just for the sake of they're putting it in there just for the sake of putting it in there rather than it.
There was a lot of really good commentary on that in the Netflix Ed Gein show.
Yeah,
because it kind of shows the influence Ed Gein had on things like Psycho, and then all the way through with like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and stuff like that, and the way like the like Hitchcock looking at it more from like the psychological perspective and stuff like that, and then the guys that are filming Leatherface, it's all about like shock and punchy and quick. It's that like quick attention grabby stuff. It's like a lot of people these days couldn't sit down and watch like The Birds.
TBG says, is John's vernier calibrated?
It is now. I changed the batteries over, and it was doing some funky stuff. Change the battery, and it's all good now. Thanks
Joe,
for your concern.
Okay, good. I thought I was seeing double, or I had too much sugar in my bloodstream. That's in relation to the Mayfields.
Hang on, that's suggesting we look the same. and
you're suggesting you don't.
I'm saying we don't. You're not looking carefully enough.
Well,
David says, I grew up with Watch with Mother and Torchy the Battery Boy. I remember Watch with Mother.
Yeah.
I used to have a video of it when I was a kid. JT, if we all come from one common ancestor, are we all a little inbred? It's like the baker, they're always inbred. Okay. Adam says, John, you're all related to me and some bloke called Steve.
Steve!
We're all two friends away from a Dave. Joe says, I think talking about rabbit meat should be left out of this stream. Squirrel, gross. Fair enough. JT, McDonald's ammonia burger. Allegedly. TVG says, Tiff's dealing with aliens after people ate the space special in the buffet car. Julian, celery is calorie neutral in that you get naphol from eating from it. Come to think of it, it's probably calorie negative. You'd use them eating it. Probably, yeah.
I think, I remember that from somewhere. Maybe it's on QI. I was about to say Q&A. That's a different show.
Tiff says, made it to Edinburgh, just waiting for a connecting train to Glasgow. Adam, that's an Iron Brew advert. What, waiting for the train to Glasgow? JT, Iron Man, alter ego, Ferris Bueller.
That's very clever.
Skelly says, Alien scarred me as a boy. I never watched it again until last year.
It's so good. It's so good. And John, you still have to watch Romulus.
I do. I also need to watch Tron Ares. I've got a list of things that I need to get into.
So I watched Ares the other day. So we watched what was it? We watched Ares, and then Legacy and then the original. So we watched it backwards. And by the time we got back to the original, it was the first time I'd seen it. And the original makes the other ones a lot better, but particularly Ares. Ares has a lot of stuff in it that if you'd never seen the original Tron, it'd just be like, what is happening?
On Disney Plus, there's an animated series called Tron Uprising. I think it's only 19 episodes, but they're only like 20 minutes each. It is a fantastic storyline and really worth watching. And it's got Bruce Boxleitner in it as well, and it's all very, very good.
Fair bump.
Fair bump.
John didn't want your batteries. Vinny didn't need batteries. Adam, the last horror I seen in cinema was The Devil Inside. I laughed for at least 2/3 of the movie. I haven't seen a horror out with my house since.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Because the one I saw, I watched a movie. It's a space one called Life. That's terrifying.
That was Jake Gyllenhaal and
that's the one.
Deadpool.
It's a really good show, but it is terrifying.
That was actually pretty spooky. That one, I didn't know what to expect going in, but I thought that one was really cool.
Yeah, don't watch it if you have a queasy stomach.
I remember watching, I think it was It, with Kay and her niece. Kay's niece is, she's in her 20s, but we all sat watching it on the sofa, and I was just like, come on, you really? Somebody's like talked to you through the grid, you'd really go down there? You'd really be that stupid?
They're kids.
I love that book. It's one of my all-time favorites.
Welcome to Derry is definitely worth watching. It's really good. Yeah. It's like they got Skarsgård back to play Pennywise, and yeah, it's.
Excuse me for 10 minutes. I've got to
Brilliant.
go and check something.
All right, bud.
See you, mate.
You're excused. Julie says, Nodge, I'm guessing that Redcliffe has nothing to do with the film Redcliffe about a battle of ancient China.
I don't know what you're talking about. No. Yeah. Sorry.
Jim says, BBC, most films from before your time took a more cerebral approach, not relying on shock, tasteless gore, and sexuality to reach an audience. Exactly. But what it meant is, because we were used to watching that sort of stuff, by the time we watched the older stuff, we were already sort of desensitized to it. Like Tim said, a lot of youngsters now probably couldn't watch like Alfred Hitchcock films and things like that.
Yeah, but it's also a change in like demographics and stuff, right? It's the same way that like in the early days of passenger flight, you know, everyone like wore suits and dresses and like you dressed up. It wasn't a thing that like you dragged your kid who's eating, you know, handfuls of snot, and you're wearing your pajamas and stuff. It was like it was a classier sort of affair. But then, like as it gets more accessible to more people and stuff, obviously the tastes change over time.
Yeah. But I told this story before. When my dad went to watch The Exorcist when he was first out on the cinemas, he went in with his mates because they were all like older teens, so they went to watch it. And at the front of the cinema was a group of bikers, and they stayed on from the last film, which was an X-rated film, but you know, in sort of blue movie sort of thing. And it was a blue movie version of Red Riding Hood. And when The Exorcist was on, and the priest knocks on the door, and the woman says, "Whose is it?" They all shouted, "The big bad wolf." And I started laughing their heads off. So it's also I think a lot of it's background and what you're used to and things as well. Skelly says, as an aside, I read that Blake 7 is getting a reboot. Not heard of that.
Oh, you haven't heard of Blake 7?
No.
I've not seen it. I can't find it on DVD or streaming thing here, but I've never seen it. But I'd watch it. I'd give it a go.
June says, I've not seen any specifically horror films. I think a film is supposed to entertain me. Being scared isn't, in my opinion, entertaining. Yeah, same here. I don't particularly enjoy them. Tiff's talking about cucumbers and celeries. I don't know what that's about.
From when you were talking about
Nutrition.
yeah, being like not nutritionally dense.
Yeah. I just had for some reason I read that. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And I just had this image of LO with the fine helmet and the wet celery.
Yeah. No, it's like, just water and stuff like that, you know. It's just ladder structure cellulose with heaps of water in it. That's pretty much all it is. There's nothing really in there.
No. Julian says, oh hell, I hope not, Dave. The original cast and characters cannot, in my opinion, be beaten. And this is the other thing, isn't it? They keep making the reboots of these old films and stuff, and they're not better. They're never better than the original.
Yeah. I was saying that to Katie the other day. She was watching the new Mulan, like the live action Mulan.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are you wasting your time on it? Because like they tried to do they tell a different story. Like there's no Mushu, there's no what would you say? There's like the love interest isn't in it, and it's got like they've introduced magic in the form of like chi. And so, you know, she like has this innate magic ability and stuff, which defeats the point of the original Mulan, which is like, yes, she's different, but when she embraces that difference and uses her brain and is thinking outside the box, she's still able to, like end up becoming, you know, the hero of China and stuff like that. And everyone that looked down on her sees, you know, how valuable she is and that her differences make her that way. Yeah, it's kind of the point of the original, and I thought they completely went the opposite direction with it by saying, "Oh yeah, she's just innately powerful magic lady."
Yeah, exactly. Which is a crap message for young girls, whereas the original one is a fantastic message for young girls.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But I've got a soft spot for the old. The old original Disney movies and stuff, like they all just had nice messages. And
it's the same with Aladdin, isn't it? You can't beat Robin Williams. I don't think. As the genie.
Iconic.
Adam says, yeah, no, life can get in a bin. That thing is a nope. Ooh. Trevor says, just making my first set of masks. Nice one. Well done. Adam, actually, the thing holds up. And Adam says, yes, welcome to Derry. An Event Horizon is the best Warhammer movie. And he's laughing.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, Event Horizon is fantastic. But the idea of, you know, like FTL travel and stuff and going through like another dimension and stuff and having like a hell dimension. That's literally the warp in Warhammer. So that's how they navigate, is skimming through the warp, which is like unreality where demons are and stuff. So yeah, they inadvertently created like the greatest Warhammer movie of all time.
Yeah. Tiff says, the Tron films are on my watch list. Julian, worst film I ever saw was billed as The Mummy, captioned Ancient Evil Scream of the Mummy. One reviewer said, it seems the director did not max out his credit card. Trevor says again, just making the first set of masks. What the hell? That just changed without me clicking it. Julian says, IOW, it was so low. I think he's trying to say low, but it says IOW. It was so low budget, it was paid for on a credit card. There we go. Matthew, thank you, Mikey, for chatting to me about fibro. Really appreciate that you've gone through the same stuff as I'm going through now. Yeah. More than welcome, buddy. It's one of those conditions that's quite difficult if you don't have someone to talk to. And it's quite hard to find people that you can talk to about it. Tiff says, I'm a little behind on the stream due to signal issues. Okay. Not a problem. Craig says, first season of Blake 7 has been released on Blu-ray and season 2 is just about to be released very soon.
Oh, okay.
There we go, John. Get hunting, man.
Oh, yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah. Julian, I hate reboots. The original of Total Recall, for example, is much better than a remake. Yeah, funny.
Yeah. 100%.
Craig, actually, season 2 has been released. They are both at JB Hi-Fi, John.
Oh, I was here today. Grr.
Adam, it depends on reboots. The Dread reboot was outstanding. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, and they're 20% off today as well, being Australia Day. Oh, bugger. Didn't look.
Yeah, it really deserved a second. Yeah. Skelly says the live action of Mulan is close to the Chinese legend about a female warrior fighting the Mongols.
Yeah.
There we go.
My understanding of it is that film was made for the Chinese audience in China, so they wanted to make it true to the legend.
Yeah. Adam says all we need is a random Sam Neill cameo in the Henry Cavill series, and it would tie it all together. Yeah. Yeah. Or a random Stanley appearance. That'd be good. I like how they, after he passed away, they were still including them in the Marvel movies. That was quite good. Julian, thank you for the free trial of 2026. I'd like to unsubscribe from whatever the hell this is. Julian says, IOW, in other words, gotcha. Ian says, good. I thought you were talking about the Isle of Wight. Adam, now we are remaking. If we're remaking anything, I want Braveheart. It's with an actual bridge.
Yeah, see, remakes are rubbish, but like going back to some of the old classics, so like Twister, right? Like a great film. I love all those old disaster movies. But they sort of did a reboot, but it's Twisters, so it follows on. It's like a modern version of it.
Yeah.
And it's actually good. Like it's an original story. They've used their brain. They've tied in a couple of Easter eggs back to the original, and like that's cool. Like tell a story, man. Don't just like do a remaster. Like spend millions of dollars just refilming something.
Yeah, and certainly like making something that was animated into a motion picture, but going frame by frame and the same script as well as camera angles. What's the point?
Yeah, it just seems like a soulless cash grab, doesn't it?
Yeah. Jim says, I think the same of rebooting a whole franchise like Star Trek. I don't know, because Star Trek does lend itself quite well to doing extras like spin-offs and things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think that's what I was saying, right? Is that they're telling their own stories.
Yeah.
Like they're going back to the well is all well and good as long as you bring in something new to it. Like I don't need to see like CGI bloody Lion King with Beyonce and stuff in it. Like it's okay. The original was fantastic. I don't need you to just give me the same thing again.
Yeah. Jim, the first Total Recall had Arnold in the starring role. That made losing money for admission and the lost 2+ hours of my life hurt a little less.
Yeah, Yeah.
Craig says, "Well, I'm off to bed. Enjoy the rest of the stream, guys. Thank you much.
Thanks for tuning in. I'll speak to you soon."
Adam says, "Stirling Bridge with no bridge. Again, that is D-Day with no beaches." Yeah. JT, the remake of Poseidon Adventure is weird. I liked the original.
D-Day with no beaches. I'd like to see beaches with no Bette Midler. Maybe that'd be a good remake.
Well, there was parts of D-Day that didn't have beaches, where they just had to go straight up cliffs.
So the only thing interesting about that Beaches movie is the woman who plays, or the girl who played her character as a 13-year-old went on to be in Big Bang Theory.
Ah, there we go.
It was whatever her name is, Amy.
Yeah, Amy Farrah Fowler.
Yeah.
Jim says, "Oh yeah, and the brother that played Taxi Driver, he was funny." Adam says, "Next up, remake of the Battle of Britain, but with no planes." It's just filming the sky for 2 hours.
And people running around with a couple of boxes around them.
Yeah.
With their arms out.
JT says, "The original message in Planet of the Apes got lost." Yeah. I don't know. It did, but I actually really like the newer versions of Planet of the Apes films.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Yeah, they're good.
Even the latest one, I think, is really good.
Yeah. Just tells a different story.
Yeah, exactly. Adam says, "It's why I don't talk about the new sequel Star Wars movies, also known as New Hope Part 2, Empire Strikes Back but in space, and The Return of the Jedi but with love." Very good, Adam. Skelly says, "I think the latest incarnation of Star Trek Strange New Worlds is excellent, but Discovery was a pile of doo-doo." I like the new Star Trek films. I've not seen the new Star Trek episodes.
I've watched, I think, the first season of Discovery. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Apparently that new Starfleet thing is not good.
No.
I've heard that. But yeah, Discovery, the first couple of seasons, I think, of Discovery were good. And then it got into a couple of probably overdone plot points and stuff like that.
Have you seen one of the arguments that's going on online about the new Starfleet Academy one? There's people complaining that there's a female Jem'Hadar in as one of the recruits.
Oh, yeah, half-breed. Yeah. So half Jem'Hadar, half Klingon.
Yeah.
And it's a female.
Yeah.
And people are like, no. And it's like,
and then you got people pointing out it's 900 years after DS9.
Yeah. I literally do not have a dog in that fight. I'm not a Trekkie. I've only seen some of the reboot stuff. And, you know, I thought they were kind of cool. But, yeah, I grew up on Star Wars, man, not Star Trek.
Yeah. See, I grew up with both, but Star Trek was on telly more because it was a TV series.
Nerd.
Well, no, because you got the films as well, haven't you? So what my dad used to do is he would take me to the cinemas to watch the films, and then we'd sit and watch the TV programs at home. But with Star Trek, he didn't have that. You just had the films, so you didn't sit. They weren't as prevalent. Modders says, "Oh, good gravy." They're only doing remakes because they can't think of anything original, and even then, the remakes are crap. Yes, I agree. Julian, live-action versions of cartoons are a pain in the proverbial, in my honest opinion. Just because the cartoon made money, the financiers think a live-action remake will too. In my honest opinion, money runs Hollywood, not creativity. Well, of course, money runs Hollywood. It always has.
Yeah.
How do you think they pay for the films? Jim says, any Star Trek movie series, etc., without "he's dead, Jim" in the script just doesn't do it for me. Adam, why does this sound like the exact same in 40K? Oh, no, a female.
Yeah, it's similar sort of issues.
Yeah. I can kind of, if it wasn't for the fact that it's set 900 years after DS9, I could kind of get where they're coming from, because in DS9 they were produced in a lab, and they only produced males.
Yeah, so not being a Trekkie, what I understand is that Jem'Hadar are genetically engineered, and
Yes.
they're all male.
Yes.
And then
they're
you've
addicted to a substance called white.
Yeah, and then you've also then had a crossbreed, presumably lovingly, with a Klingon who are not loving in the grand scheme of things. So it's very kind of odd. Yeah. And then not only that, but then the result of these two like warlike races is a peaceful, Federation type.
It's weird,
but at the same time, the explanation of whatever, man, 900 years, things
exactly.
Change. It's like it does work fine, whatever.
But Skelly says first season of Discovery was pretty decent. However, Jason Isaacs carried the entire series. Season with a captain that continuously looked like she's about to burst into tears. Yeah, I haven't seen that. As Junior says, I like Star Trek Discovery. I think traditional fans don't like it because the lead character was arguably the cause of a traditional Trek captain being killed. Possibly. Who knows? Adam, how do you think they paid for the sign? Exactly. Our town council, the woman that was the mayor a few years ago, came up with the idea of getting one of those Hollywood signs, because there's a hill at the back of our town, and putting the town's name on the hill. They ended up not doing it because Hollywood actually sent him a cease and desist letter and said, if you do that, we will sue you for copyright infringement.
I can carry on.
Well, the thing is, they said, okay, we won't do it. And then 2 years later, Ryan Reynolds bought Wrexham Football Club, and they did exactly the same thing on the outskirts of Wrexham. Put a massive Hollywood style Wrexham sign up on the hill. Because it was Ryan Reynolds, Hollywood didn't say anything. Adam says, the way to stop any 40k argument, that retcon, but don't retcon nearly everything and anything. Looking at the huge Star Child.
Hollywood sign. Are you aware that Alice Cooper owns the first O?
Does he?
In Hollywood? Yeah.
Huh. That's a good bit of trivia.
JT says Star Trek showed a more helpful vision of humanity coming together to be part of something bigger and exploring. Star Wars shows humanity fighting a war against evil across the universe. Yeah, they're two different things, aren't they?
Yeah, one of them's cool and one of them's for nerds.
Dude, you're literally sat there painting minifigures.
So apparently, the story goes that it's on a clip I saw on YouTube or whatever, interviewing Alice Cooper. What he was saying was that the sign was falling apart, it was all rusting and everything else because it was originally a housing development, and nobody sort of maintained the signs or whatever the hell. So it was all about to fall apart. And then one of his mates died. You might know him. His name was Groucho Marx. So he just thought, well, this is Hollywood, and we're all proud of. This is where we make our money, and we should be proud of this sign. So he went to the council, or what do they call it, the government, and said, what are you going to do with that? Oh, we're just going to have to let it die and pull it down, or we don't have the money to fix it. And he said, well, what if I buy the O? He picked the O because it sounds like Groucho.
Yeah.
They didn't have a letter G, but an O for Groucho. So he said, I'll buy that. Then he said Steven Spielberg bought one. Other people. So they're all owned by investors and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
So the sign's still there because of Alice Cooper and putting the idea into other stars' heads.
Yeah. June says, what I mean is creativity is second to money now. It used to be money paid for creativity. Now it's meh. It'll make money if it's crap creative. Yeah, I think creativity's always been second to money in Hollywood.
Yeah, it just depends
It
where
wouldn't
you
make
look.
movies otherwise.
Yeah, if you're looking at Hollywood, like that's all your big movies. It's the same with video games. Like if you're looking for creativity in AAA games, you're not going to find it.
No.
But you look at the indie market, and there's heaps of games that are, trying new things and pushing boundaries and telling really cool original stories and stuff like that. And it's the same with film. Like you look at the film festivals and stuff, and there's some really cool stuff. Like people make cool stuff. It's not going to be your massive Hollywood, box office gamble, And I think a lot of people are really tired of that stuff anyway, because if you do water it down to a mathematical equation on how to make money, it does kind of lose its soul. But yeah, there's still good stuff out there. You just got to, scratch the surface, go a little deeper, look around the corner.
Look at all the stuff Netflix comes out with. They've got some really good films and stuff. Can't think of any off the top of my head, but they do.
All right.
JT, we were talking of spooky movies, 2001 with the creepy chanting.
Oh, that's a great film.
Gally, I don't even get me started on Picard. Why Patrick Stewart? Why? I don't know. I think he was good. I quite liked it. I think it's probably my favourite one. Joe, almost done supergluing 73 tiny photo etch parts on the USS Texas. 4 more PE sheets to go. Sounds painful.
Jeez.
Joe, just text my family and warn them not to buy any kits with PE in it. They're probably going, PE? What are you on about?
Yeah, there are no push-ups in this box.
Yes. Jim says Alice Cooper, aka Vincent Fernier from Detroit, lives in Phoenix, Arizona, plays golf almost daily, and attends Diamondbacks baseball games on a regular basis.
There you go. That rounds up a fun fact with another fun fact.
Did you just catch your nads on something then, John? Because you went very high pitched.
I was excited.
That's just how Australians talk. Oh.
Adam says, fortunately, folks still watch all the things that are the same. Aren't we on like the 40th version of The Real Housewives or whatever? Yeah. Well, it's the same with things like Call the Midwife, isn't it? It's on something like series 10 or 11 now. It's like we've got to... It's starting in the 60s and we've got to be on the 90s now or something. Yeah. I've actually caught up with the chat.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
Oh, no, hang on. Let's go on there. Right. Matthew says, oh, crap. Hollywood is like, I don't want any money for this film, but I'll have all the money from the merchandise. Yes. And Jim says, spot on, Adam. Julian says, true, Mikey. I like Picard too. Good continuity from the Next Generation, I thought. Yeah, and again, it's moving the story along into the future. Adam, can't wait for the Real Housewives of Croydon. I hate reality TV.
Nah, you love it.
No, I really don't. I mean, I'm not a fan of TV anyway, but reality TV just mind-numbing. I think that's the purpose of it.
Yeah, we got a show here called Married at First Sight, which is basically like relationship experts and stuff just pair up these people that, at absolute surface level glance, you might think that, they would click.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they've looked at their personalities and it's like, yeah, they're both like absolute like narcissist pricks or something.
Yeah.
And so they make them like get married without ever seeing or speaking to each other and then just watch that relationship implode.
See, before I got married, I probably would have thought, oh, okay, maybe I can understand that. It's entertaining for some people. But now I just think that just makes a mockery of marriage.
That was always, that's my main sort of gripe with it, after the whole, I just don't like reality TV.
Yeah.
Because you can just watch it for hours and hours and you feel your brain cells dying.
You feel like your head is melting.
Yeah.
You actually feel more stupid for watching it. JT says, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made. Well, tell me their formula, please. Because there's only one person that's bought any of my merch in the last month or two. Isn't that right,
G'day.
And thank you for doing that, John, as well.
Okay.
It's appreciated.
Yeah, better looking Marley. I've bought t-shirts and he's bought 2 as well.
Yeah, so thank you very much, you two. Adam says there's something called 90 Day Fiance. They now somehow have 90 Days Before Fiance as a show. Like, who actually cares? Yeah.
Yeah. It is just brain rot, right?
It'll be 90 days before they meet next time, won't it?
Yeah.
90 Day Strangers. Julian, reality TV is, in my honest opinion, televisual Sierra Hotel India Tango. Yes. Yeah, I agree. JT, Spaceballs, the flamethrower. The kids love this one, and Spaceballs, the doll. Yeah. It's looking very colourful, Mal. This bit down here. Yes. Yeah.
Well, that.
Yeah.
It's just paint.
Yeah. There's actually some nice colours on that.
Yeah, mixed by my
the orange tips from red.
I can't remember what that was. Don't know.
Looks nice.
Yeah, I mix on business cards.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, I know.
I could do that because I've got loads of them.
Yeah, I've got loads. That's the wife's from when we had caravans.
Yeah.
And then I used the dry paint.
Yeah.
To put a bit of super glue on.
Makes sense.
I'd used this last semi-clean bottle top to put some clear in. So I went, I'll just stick it on there.
Well,
so I don't throw anything away. It's all useful.
Yeah.
If you like that, Mikey, that means I know what I'm getting you for your birthday. I'll just send you some of my my used wet palette.
Mate, I've actually got some art that I could send you that I've done.
Is this one any better?
Yeah. Oh, is that like your camouflage?
Yeah. French World War I camouflage.
Oh, that's cool.
I painted that.
Look at you, artiste.
Yeah. Well, that's how I practice doing different camouflage schemes and stuff. Because then all I've got to do is scale it down and follow the same process on the model. JT says, thanks again, mate.
Does that float your boat?
Oh, yeah. Wonderful.
He's getting hot under the collar.
It does look like you wipe your backside with that one, though, Mel. With all that brown.
Not that one. Do you want to see the one that I did?
Squirrel! Ian says reality TV equals visual diarrhea. Yes.
Yeah.
And Mal makes art out of it. Adam says, also, in the most random news, Sean Bean has a podcast and it's on bird watching. Not something I was expecting ever. Yeah.
I wonder if he dies at the end of every podcast.
Does he sit there and go, oh, look at that little bastard?
I'd actually listen to that. I love Sean Bean.
He's good,
I
eh?
like Sean Bean.
Yeah, that's maybe you want to do like about Game of Thrones. Oh, yeah, Sean Bean. He's not coming back.
I was watching a thing the other day and they were talking about when they were doing a Game of Thrones. And there's a problem with the helicopter flying from the hotel up to the set.
Right.
So Sean Bean, it made him too nervous to fly in the helicopter. He didn't trust it. So he said, I'll get the chairlift partway to as far as I can up the mountain, and I will climb the rest of the way up the mountain to the set. And that's what they did. They'd be flying over in a helicopter, and they'd just see him climbing up these cliffs in his full, costume and everything. By the time he got to the top, he was all sweaty and stuff like that.
And manly. Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
And then he'd climb back down again afterwards. Julian says, he also did a series on documentary series on Napoleonic War, on the weapons and things like that. That was quite interesting. That's on YouTube, I think.
He fought in that.
Yeah.
That was Mal's first battle, wasn't it, Waterloo?
No, that wasn't my first one. Though.
Was it El Alamein?
I don't actually remember. There's so many.
The Battle of Omdibum.
Yeah.
Julian says, if I recall correctly...
Rorke's Drift, that was the one.
Mal was the one doing the signalling. Using the sun reflections. Julie says, if I recall correctly, George Lucas kicked the merchant.
Sorry, I'm just saying Mal at Rorke's Drift. It's like Sea of Zulus and then just Mal.
That would be funny, actually. Like, with Mal and John, the two brothers there together. And all the Zulus saying, is that
what the
testicles? They're flashing a brown at us? What's...
Are we supposed to crack them and stick some toast in, or what? June says, if I recall correctly, George Lucas kicked the merchandising ball rolling when he took a percentage of the merchandising of Star Wars instead of the fee. Yes, he did. Adam, I watched that yesterday, thought it was AI slop at first. Adam pulls out his Sharps rifle, the Baker rifle. It's no longer watching. Mal is Highlander. Tiff. It's that time, folks. Thank you for tuning in, and well done for John for behaving. There we go. Julian says, no, Mikey, his first battle was the Second Crusade. Anyway,
thank you.
We're over time now. So, thank you for joining us all today. It's been a lot of fun. We've had lots of laughs. Everyone's behaved, which is good.
That's been good.
Yeah. So, John, are we back tomorrow?
Yeah, for the last...
Omnibus.
I was going to say, the last time ever. But, yeah, we're back tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm thinking of not putting those little tiny fiddly handrails all over the place on it. Just because they're going to snap and they're not going to look great because they're going to have all the little bits where you cut it off all over them and things. So I'm debating whether to put them on. But I've prepped all the other stuff. Right.
I've not.
The lights and stuff.
I've cut things out, but yeah, let's talk about it tomorrow.
Yes. Right. So me and John will be back 12 till 2 tomorrow with modders, obviously. Yeah. Yes, thanks for joining us. And until then, don't forget to loom subscribe as well if you haven't already. Until then, Hulvar for now.
All right.
See ya.
See ya.